Hi everyone, it's Elise and welcome to my channel, Elise Between the Ears. If this is your first time, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. So anyway, today I wanted to do a Disney tag. I know a bunch of them are going around and everything. This one I came up with the other day. I was on my trip in Utah and I was coming home, and I thought, you know, I really wish I could go to Disney because my best friend is going to be there this next month, but because of circumstances and work and everything, I just can't make it. And so I started thinking about the Disney things that I wish I could do. So I came up with a Disney wish list that has 14 questions, and after I answer the questions that I came up with, I'm going to tag a couple of people that I have recently gotten to know on this Disney YouTube community. So stick around so you can find out who it is. Anyway, okay, so first off, and just so you know, I have them written down, so I'll be looking down a lot. Okay, so the first one is, what park would you want to go to that you haven't ever been before? So I was thinking a lot about all the parks, and I have been to Disneyland and California Adventure and Disney World and all the parks there. So I think I would like to go to either Disneyland Paris or Tokyo Disneyland. The videos I've seen there from the people who've gone they just look amazing. The castles, the grounds, I mean the attractions, everything just looks amazing. So I think Disneyland Park, I know I said one, but, or it sounds like one, but I'm giving you two. Disneyland Paris or Tokyo Disneyland. Number 2, what ride would you want to go on the most in those parks? So Tokyo Disney, I've heard, I haven't actually, well, I kind of saw a little bit of video of it, but I keep hearing all the, you know, these really cool things about the Pirates of the Caribbean at the Tokyo Disneyland. And so that I would love to go and experience. That just sounds like really cool and amazing. And then this may sound kind of weird, but in Disneyland Paris, I would love to go to the castle and go underneath and see the dragon that they have there. I just think that would be, that's so cool that they have that. So that's one thing that I would want to see. Number 3, what ride at a park you've been to do you want to ride for the first time or over and over again? So I have two kind of on this one as well. The ride I would love to go on that I haven't been on before is Frozen Ever After. I think that's the name of it. If it's not, I'll put it below. But we went to Disney World a couple years ago, and I tried and tried to get onto that ride, but it was always like, the lines were really long and there weren't any fast passes. So that one I would love to go on. And then the one I would love to go on over and over again is Flight of Passage. Now, we were able to get a fast pass for that the first year it was open, but that's one I would love to go on over and over and over again. I just thought that was the best ride ever. So, number 4 is, what ride that is no longer at a Disney park would you want to come back? So I thought about this ride, and there was one ride when I was a kid that I loved going on, and they don't have it anymore. It was called Adventures Through Inner Space, and I loved that ride. If you've ridden on that ride or remember it, comment below, because there's just like a certain generation of us who still remember that ride. But what it was is it was like you were going into you'd go in, and then you'd get on like a ride, kind of like a chair, like in the Haunted Mansion. The Doom Buggies was very similar to that, and then you'd go up, and then as you're standing in line, you see kind of what looks like a huge needle, and you see these little figures of what you think, or what looks like the people, that they're getting shrunk down smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And I can't remember if you're being shot into like a human or just an atom, but you shrink down to like the size of an atom or a nucleus. And so, and then you go through the ride, and it has all this like the DNA and everything. And at one point you come along, and there's like this huge eye, and it's just looking at you, and it's kind of weird, like, why is this eye? And it's supposed to be like people looking at you through the microscope. So it was just like the coolest ride. And I remember, like, when I was a little kid, at first I kind of thought that they were getting shrunk to size, like probably maybe the first time I went on it or something. My parents had to tell me, no, you're not actually getting shrunk to size. I know, they spoiled the magic, but maybe they did tell me that we got shrunk down to size. I don't remember, but anyway, but it was a really cool ride, and I'd love for that to come back. Okay, number 5. What Disney movie have you not seen but you want to? Okay, so I haven't seen the new Toy Story movie, which I want to. That's a current movie, but for the past movies, I couldn't actually think of a movie that I hadn't seen. I mean, there's a lot that I haven't seen, but none that I really wanted to see, because all the ones I've really wanted to see, I've either seen or don't really care. But there was one movie that I would love to see again, which is called Night Crossing, and that was done in the 80s. And it was a true story about a family that lived in East Germany, and they made a hot air balloon and traveled over the wall from East Germany to West Germany, and their adventures doing that. And it was really cool because it was a true story. So I'd love to find that and see that again. So if you've seen it, comment below as well. But if you haven't seen it, try and find it and watch it. It's really good. It's a good adventure that Disney made. All right, number 6. If you could be a Disney character, who would you be? I think I seem to have 2 answers for all of this, but I think it would be Daisy Duck. I think she's kind of sassy, and her body is very similar to mine. If I was thinner, then it would probably be Minnie Mouse, because I think she's just so fun, and she's such a fashionista, which I'm not, but she does it well, and it just would really be fun to be one of those 2 characters, either Daisy or Minnie Mouse. So that's that question, or that's that. Okay, number 7 is, if you could be in a Disney film, what would it be? I think it would be fun to be in either Big Hero 6, here I go with two answers again, or Inside Out. I love the different emotions in there. What emotion would I be? silliness, maybe, I don't know. But and then in Big Hero 6, I just love Baymax. It'd be so fun to just cuddle up with him and give him a big hug and a big squish. And I just think, you know, I could be hanging out with all the, you know, genius superheroes, or, you know, the goofy sidekick there. But so those two, Big Hero 6 or Inside Out. Okay, number 8 is if you had unlimited funds to buy whatever you wanted, what would you buy in the parks? Probably t-shirts and ears. Those are my two favorite things, is Disney t-shirts, mainly either of the park or Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, and then I love different ears. I know it doesn't really seem like it for those who've been watching my videos. I only have a few, and I know you're tired of me saying this, but a lot of them are basically in storage in our garage. I just need to find them, but I'm busy. I have a hard time getting in there and going through the boxes. But those would be my two things, is t-shirts of different sorts, either nice ones, t-shirt, you know, nice shirts, t-shirts, I guess just clothing in general, because there's some other, you know, like those really cute dresses that they have out now. So yeah, clothes, specifically t-shirts and ears. Number 9, other than going to the parks, what Disney trip do you want to do? Let's see. I would love to go to Aulani in Hawaii. That is my next kind of bucket list trip, because I've been on a cruise, been to Disney World. I mean, I would love to go to the other parks, you know, like Paris and Tokyo, like I said earlier. But besides the parks, that would be the next thing I would want to do, is go to Aulani. I've always wanted to go to Hawaii, and I think going to Hawaii and staying there would bring, you know, my two bucket lists together, you know, spending time in Hawaii, but enjoying this, you know, magic of Disney. How could you go wrong, right? Okay, number 10. If they were to open another park or Disney hotel like Aulani, where would you want it built? Okay, so another park or hotel like Aulani would be perfect here in Texas. We have a lot of land that they can build on. We're kind of right in this, well, not the center, but we're the bottom center. So it would be really cool to have either a small park or a hotel. I think a hotel actually would be even better than a park, or, you know, something kind of themed like a Dude Ranch, or, you know, something along that lines of, you know, Texas is known for cowboys, and it would be fun to just kind of do kind of a Western theme here in Texas, but have that Disney magic and influence there as well. So Disney, if you ever see this, that's a good idea. Number 11 is, if you could join one of Disney's IPs or other entities, whatever, what would it be? That would definitely be Marvel. I love Marvel. I think I love superheroes and all that they can do. And I like Marvel because it shows that superheroes are also human. You know, they just don't have all these special gifts and they go around saving people, but they have a heart, and sometimes they fail, sometimes they do the best they can, but they fall short. So I just really like how Marvel really portrays them, and I love all the superheroes in Marvel. They're funny, they're exciting, They're good looking. But anyway, so Marvel. Number 12 is, what Disney resort would you want to stay that you haven't stayed before? Well, Polynesian. It has that Hawaiian. I just have this thing about Hawaii. I've always loved kind of that Polynesian culture, and so I think the Polynesian would be really fun to stay at. And you know, you get up and have your Dole Whip, and I just when I've gone there, just to eat at or even gone through, I just love the feel that they have. I love the Spirit of Aloha show. I love Ohana. I love all of it. So the Polynesian. I haven't stayed there yet, but one day I'll stay there. Okay, two more. Number 13. What restaurant do you want to eat at that you haven't eaten before, or you would eat over and over again? So those who've been to Disney time and time again, you may have eaten at all the restaurants. So what would you want to eat at over and over again? And for those who haven't been at all the restaurants, what would you want to eat at? So my answer is Be Our Guest. So I know I've heard that the food's not the greatest, but I just love the pictures I've seen, the videos I've seen of the atmosphere of Be Our Guest. I think it's just so fun, and you know, you're kind of into the animation of Be Our Guest, and it just seems like it has so much character and everything. And I guess the food I've heard isn't too bad. So, but that is one of my dreams and wishes, to go to Be Our Guest restaurant. Okay, last question, number 14 is, what is your ultimate bucket list Disney dream vacation? Okay, and others may say this as well, but I would love to go to all the parks throughout the world, visit each park, and spend a significant time at each one, like at least 4 or 5 days at each one. I mean, that would be a very long vacation, but very tiring. But that's what my ultimate bucket list dream would be, is to go to each park throughout the world. You know, start off at Disneyland, then go to Disneyland and California Adventure, go to Disney World, then go to Paris, then Tokyo, then Hong Kong and Shanghai, and maybe even take a cruise in there as well. I just think that would be so cool, just to be able to see all of the different castles and just really enjoy each park and each culture that the parks have. So that is my ultimate Disney vacation bucket list. Wait, my ultimate bucket list Disney vacation. You know what I mean. So that is my Disney wish list tag. I hope you enjoyed it. And like I said at the beginning, there are a few people that I personally wanted to tag, and I will link all of their information at the bottom so you can go see them when they do it. So anyway, so here is my list. First off, I want to tag Janine from Janine Disney DIY. She's a sweetheart. I just love her. And then Melodie from Princess Melodie. And then Tara from Disney Mummy with MS. Ashley from Disney Junkie Ashley. And then Christy, my new friend Christy, from Christy's Corner. So anyway, ladies, I hope that you will do this tag and then tag someone else. Okay, so I had to break away and cook and eat dinner, That is why the lighting is a little different than it was before. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tag, and feel free to look at the questions. I'll put them all below so you can do this tag for yourself. Please subscribe and push that bell notification and give this video a big thumbs up if you like this kind of content. It really does help. And until next time, I hope you have a great day, a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye!